Listen, if it's one thing that I'm pretty sure we're all aware of is that life is out here moving fast, okay? It's a lot going on. We got society telling us what we should be doing, we should be, all while we're still trying to figure ourselves out. But you know what we can do? We can be mindful of where we are in this present moment and take small steps towards becoming better by the day and towards reaching our God-given purpose. So let's figure it out and work through it together. Welcome to Mindful Moments, y'all. A space where we talk it out, laugh it out, cry it out, hash it out. Listen, just get it all out, okay? This is a safe space for you, where we talk about the ups, the downs, even the in-betweens. A place where we go through it so we can grow through it. Tune in every week as we fill our minds with who we're destined to be, with positivity, with awareness, and honestly, just with love. So I encourage you, let's be mindful of today in hopes for, yes, a better you, but also in hopes for a better tomorrow. Again, welcome to Mindful Moments. Hey Siri, play Kobe Bryant by Lil Wayne. She actually did it. Careful. Okay, Kobe doing work. 2-4 on my shirt. He the greatest on the court, and I'm the greatest on the verse. Going for the fourth ring like it was his first. Gotta get the bling. Do it for Kareem. 2-4 so nice. My flow so mean. Finna take this mic off. Catch me at the game sitting next to Goldstein. Kobe Bryant Nikes. Purple gold strings. Kobe in the game dunking on the whole team. Lil Wayne ate that verse up. Stop playing with that man. That man ate that verse up. As you can see, I got bean on the shirt. Scratch that. Welcome back to another episode of Mindful Moments. I'm your host, Jada Lowe, and your host is teed up today. I got Kobe on my shirt, 2-4 on my shirt. He the greatest on the court, and I'm the greatest on the verse. Going for the fourth ring like it was his first. Gotta get the bling. Do it for Kareem. 2-4 so nice. My flow so mean. Catch me at the game sitting next to who? Goldstein. Lil Wayne said, Kobe Bryant Nikes. Purple gold strings. Kobe in the game dunking on the whole team. Stop playing with that man. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant. That's my GOAT. Y'all got, and don't get me wrong, the players are great. Michael Jordan was great. LeBron is great. Stephen Curry is great. But when you ask me about mine, make sure you mention Kobe Bean Bryant 824. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I'm feeling teed. I hope y'all feeling teed too. For those who don't know what teed means that you turned up. Teed means that you're feeling good, living better. Teed means it's summertime, so you feel like you might dance and do a couple line dances at the cookout. Teed means you know how to do the two-step, the wobble. Teed means just that you're feeling good. That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling pretty swell. I'm feeling pretty exquisite. And I hope this episode can bring the same for y'all. So let's get into it. Y'all know she does not like to tarry. So one of the things that we don't talk about everything on this podcast. Know yourself, right? Oh, my ring is scratching my hair. We don't talk about everything on this podcast because, like I said, know yourself. Talking about everything is just doing too much. The things that I like to focus on is the big G: God, faith, wellness, living a better life, doing relationships better, being more mindful of ourselves, all that good stuff, right? So one of the things that I wanted to talk about, and it was a question that I did like a poll last year asking people like what topics they wanted to hear, and one of them was like friendships. So that's what we're going to talk about, having better friendships, some of the things that I've learned in my friendships, and I don't know everything. I'm still trying to figure the friendship department out, but I'm going to do the best I can to help you. So let's talk about it. I feel like friendships, especially with, social media now, friendships and relationships, they're kind of touchy. Not like, yeah, it makes people, like people have debates around it and discussions around it and stuff, but I just feel like it's touchy because when it comes to relationships, platonic and romantic, everybody has something to say about it. And we're not teaching people, not all, but some platforms and just in general, we aren't doing a good job of teaching people how to have good godly friendships, like wholesome friendships, and how to categorize friendships, which is what I learned. We're just not teaching people how to be good friends. And sometimes we aren't good friends. There have been times where I'm not saying this to sound cocky. I haven't been the best friend. I was gonna say terrible, but I don't believe I've been a terrible friend. I just haven't. There have just been times where I just haven't been the best friend that I could be, and got the nerve to ask somebody else to be that to me. Let's get into it. Where do we start? I feel like we should start with. I'm laughing because I'm still trying to figure it out myself. How to make friends, and more specifically, how do you make friends in your 20s? I'm gonna do another episode, y'all, where I'm going to like talk to other people, maybe like I don't know if it's going to be like a panel, but have like more than one person, more than one guest on the pod to ask them like their perspective on that. How do you make friends? It's like let it happen organically, and it's at the same time like be intentional. And then it's like intentional. It's like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you about this particular question. I feel like I know how to make friends once I'm put in the situation, but I feel like I've been in a place where like pretty much all of my friends are in a different state, or well, no, my two of my best friend and one of my very close friends across the country. My other few close friends, they're like an hour or two away. But I've gotten in this like thing where I'm just like so happy like just being by myself. And I don't know if that's like, I feel like it's a good thing, but I've also realized the ways where it can cause me to come up short when being around people. I would consider myself an introvert, and this is going to give y'all context for how I answer these questions. I would say I'm an introvert, but I'm also an extrovert. I'm an ambivert. Like I really, really, really enjoy being by myself and being in my own space. Also, and the people that I'm comfortable with, I don't mind them being in my space. And I also need time to recharge. Who doesn't need? I commend the people who don't need time to recharge. And if you don't need time to recharge, are you okay? But yeah. But at the same time, I wouldn't consider myself socially awkward. Like when I'm around a group of people or meeting new people, like I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna more likely than not, I found that I sometimes go out of my way to speak to people, which can be awkward when they don't give the same energy back. May need to talk about that in therapy. Interesting. But yeah, I'm not like socially awkward or anything. Now I am quiet if I don't know you. Like if I'm in a group of people that I don't know or I just feel uncomfortable, I'm probably not gonna say anything because I'm so busy analyzing like what y'all got going on before I insert myself in the conversation or in the situation. So I'm just being more observant and more quiet. So yeah, how do you make friendships in your 20s? Y'all, I have no freaking idea. I have no idea. The newest friend that I've made is probably my close friend from college. Shout out to Caitlin. Y'all go listen to her podcast. It's called the Take Care Pod. Like TheTakeCare. A little plug right there. The Take Care Pod. But my other friends are like from high school. I do want to make new friends because I just want like, yes, something different, but I just wonder what it's like to actually make and cultivate friendships with new people in your 20s. Yeah, but it's also been nice to have the friends too that have seen you grow up, and it's like now that y'all are grown, seeing what like a grown friendship looks like, instead of, because now it's like you're having to cultivate this friendship with people where proximity is no longer in the picture. Like friends from high school, like the people that I don't really talk to anymore, I talk to y'all every day because we were in close proximity. We had homeroom, first, second, first lunch, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh period together. So of course we're best friends. And granted, some of those, like we were actually best friends like outside of that too. But it's like when you get into adulthood and get into your life and get into like not having exploring what you want as a person, the type of person you want to be, this and this and this. You start to see the type of people that fit into it, the type of people that don't, and also the type of friendships that you want to be intentional about. But you also see too, like, I can't talk to this person every day. I'm tired. I just got off of work. I want to see this person when they come home. I want to see this person when they in town. I may have to work. They may do this, yada, yada, like, and learning what intentionality, slow down, what intentionality looks like in those friendships. So that's kind of what I've been learning. So, yeah, when I figure out how to make friends in your 20s, I will come back and let y'all know. I will come back and let y'all know. But yeah, the one of the biggest things that I've learned in friendships is kind of twofold. One would have to be not putting so much pressure on your friendships. And it kind of makes me feel, I wouldn't say it makes me feel bad, but it just gives me greater perspective. I used to want each friend to be everything for me. I used to want every friend. I felt like every friend I had to be able to tell you everything. I had to be safe with you. I had to be able to go everywhere with you. We had to like all of the same things. Like, you had to be the everything friend. And I wanted every one of my close friends to be my everything friend. And I learned, like, people just can't do that. There are some friends that and it's nothing against them. And for some friends, it's like, it's not even that, it's not a fact that I don't trust you, or it's not a fact that I don't feel safe, or this or this or this. It's just like, some people you just don't tell everything to. Some that you do have some friends that you tell everything to, and they are that everything friend in certain seasons. But it's like, you can't expect every friend to be everything for and to you. And it's selfish to ask every one of your friends to be that. Some friends, I had to learn how to compartmentalize my friendships. There are some friends that I just joke with. There are some friends that I've built up the trust, like my best friend T, I love you, Tierra, that we've built up that trust where, like, I know I can tell you something. I know, like, we can laugh when we laugh here, but if we need to be serious, then we're going to be serious here. And I also know, like, she's going to tell me about myself and be honest with me. And it's like, we'll get back to that. And then there are other friends where it's like, hey, bye. Like, and I had to learn, like, I just had to learn that, because I used to want everybody to be the epitome of what a best friend should be, because I felt like I was that to other people. Like, you can tell me everything, we can joke, we can laugh, we can go get a big back together, we can go to the gym together and work off the big back and slim down the big back, and we can pray together, we can do this and this and this and this and this. And it's like, give people the opportunity to show you the type of capacity that they have. And also, like, let people know the capacity that you have. If you know that you're not one of those friends, and this will come to know yourself. If you know you can't hold water, stop having people tell you all of their business, and try to hold some water. Anywho, yeah, but like, if you know you don't have the capacity to, like, be to if you don't have the capacity, find it. If you don't have the capacity to be this for that friend, tell them that. Not that you can't, but in that season, you may just not be able to communicate that. But yeah, when I'm going to say it, categorize your friends. Simple as that. Some friends you can go out to eat with, but unless it's going to sound how it's going to sound. For my people on the louder end of the spectrum, where you just like to make a lot of noise. If you have, and this is for like the quiet friend, if you know, like, when you go out, you don't necessarily want everything to be loud, maybe don't ask them niggas. Sorry. Catch it. Don't ask them to go out. Because if you know, like, that's not your cup of tea, it don't mean you don't love them. You just maybe want a quieter environment. If you know that you're trying to tell this friend something, or if you know that there's just something, you just need to vent. But this friend just may not be a good listener. It doesn't mean she or he is a bad person. They just don't know how to listen. Then maybe you shouldn't vent to the person that can't listen. You see, you got to know yourself, but you also got to know your people too. And once I realized that, like, I just got less upset. There was a point in time, when I was in high school, it was just like, I hit a point coming out of high school. I was ready to cut everybody off. I was like, you not talking to me, you not putting in effort. I was like, I'm going to start from scratch. And it sounds so bad, but like it was just a point where I was like, and maybe I was up on my high horse too, because I thought I was giving everything to everybody and not getting nothing in return. But I was like, you know what? Forget all y'all. I'm starting over. I'm starting from scratch, wiping everybody clean, and I'm just gonna go out there and find new friends. Baby, I was ready to let go of everybody. But once I had to sit down with myself, because I realized, I was like, Jada, you say they're not talking to you or texting you, but you also have a phone, baby girl. It was like, I don't want to talk to them, at least not right now. Well, what if they feel the same way? What if they going through it? What if they are in their room crying their eyeballs out right now? Let's give a little grace. Okay? Yeah, that part. One piece of advice that I can give, and that I'm trying to tell myself, is to let things happen organically. And that includes, when I say let things happen organically, let the people that's supposed to fall off, let that happen organically. The relationships that are supposed to be cultivated, let that happen organically. And the new friendships that are supposed to come, let that happen organically. So this episode has been brought to you by my best friend just coming home, because it really showed me a lot. My two best friends just this past month helped one of my friends with her surprise party, and then my other friend came home for a few days, and they're both my bestie girls. So one, she showed me with Ken, with her birthday, it showed me that I need to do a better job of checking in more, and checking in on her, and letting people know when I need to be checked on. That's very hard for me. That's one thing that's been hard in the friendship department, is like letting people, being honest with people, being vulnerable with people, and letting people know like I'm not okay right now, or letting people know like I'm good, but I'm not the best, and letting people do with that what they can. And also checking in. Like I'll go a few weeks, a couple months without like checking in, and that's bad on my part. And I know there are times where that may happen just because of life, but at the same time, when you care about people, I've told myself I got to be intentional about checking in with people. So that's what she taught me. When my other best friend came home, we went to the gym and all this stuff together. Y'all get in the gym. The gym will teach you a lot of stuff that you don't think it will. It holds a lot of lessons that go outside of the gym. So shout out to T. And shout out to Ken. But when T came home, it showed me like we both have two different styles of how we work out. I'm a gym girl. She's she be doing all the flips, them tucks, them herkies, them toe touches, them running up and down, them sprints, and them leg work, them ladder move, and she does. When I tell you she does abs consistently, I'm just like, hey, give me a treadmill. I'm gonna walk on that treadmill on a little incline for a good 15, 20 minutes, and then just hand me a weight so I can push some weight. And I'm gonna push that weight now. She's strong. I'm gonna push that weight. But it's like when it comes to like moving my body and doing them abs, baby, we get to sounding real hefty. I wish y'all could have heard me when we were doing them ladder movements and them abs and stuff. I'm like, girl, how do you do this every day? And she was like, oh yeah, you gonna do it every day. I'm like, who this for? Because it's not for me. But I've been doing my ab workouts every day. I've been doing them every day. But that was context. I said that to say like when we ended up working out together, it was like the perfect balance because I was able to see her strengths, and like because the stuff that she does, I want to be able to incorporate that in. Like I don't want to just be strong. I want to be functional. Like Lord willing, when I have my kids, I want to be able to build character in my kids and like race them, and I want them to lose. Like you're gonna lose because mom is faster than you because mom been in there putting in that work. That way they can that way they can know like they can. But I can't do that if I can't sprint fully all the way. I can hold a sprint, but y'all get what I'm saying. But yeah, like those different, she does a lot of functional things like with just her body that's like crazy to me. And then also she was able to see what I was able to do on the weight side of it. So it was just like it was a perfect balance. And it like those 3 days, we did. Yeah, those 3 days, it just really pushed me. And it was nice to have somebody in the gym with me. Like I have my gym friends too who like encourage me, but we're doing like the same gym stuff. This was something completely different where I saw like a different type of encouragement and like patience in somebody with me, because it was completely like it was so different. I did a single leg RDL and she was like, how about you try lifting your leg up and doing and balancing yourself? I'm like, Tierra, I did it, I almost fell over, but that's okay. That's okay. I thought I saw somebody else. God, that was a little weird. Okay, side note. Um, but yeah, it was just nice to be pushed in that aspect because it was completely different. It was completely different. It was out of my comfort zone. But one thing I'm not about to do, I'm not about to back down from no challenge. And like if I genuinely want to learn it, like I can't learn it unless I do it. So that was fun. But yeah, with just I got to see different sides of me and them from just like those two instances that happened. And those have been friendships that I've been seeing that I just want to be more intentional with because I do truly, genuinely value them. But I also saw the places where I fell short and just how I need to communicate. Just need to communicate better. Um, but yeah, I just got this episode also came up too because like this whole month and mainly too when my other when the best friend I just mentioned came in, I was just so overwhelmed with like tears because it's like I don't know if it's because like mainly I'm by myself, even with my sister being gone. That's my other best friend too, love you snickerdoodle. But like when she's at college and everybody else like in their own spot, like I just be doing my thing here. I just be doing my thing here. But yeah, when she came home, it was just like an overwhelming feeling of like, yes. I really don't know how to explain it. I literally probably almost cried like every day because I was like, wow, this person. And I mean, I know it's something small. I know it's just a gym, but like it's really deeper than that. Like this person was patient, this person encouraged me, this person stuck it out with me, and like did this other stuff with me. Like I couldn't have asked for anything better, and I was just like, wow. And then like on top of that, like my Tierra, and I'm telling y'all these people's name like y'all know them, but her and my sister, they're the two people that I can. So I have my regular voice that y'all are listening to now, and then I also have a voice where it can't be it can't be disclosed to everybody because frankly it sounds like a 6-year-old little boy. But it's just like when I get excited, I just get really animated and I get really weird, and it comes out around the two of them. And it's because I just feel safe, and I think that safety because both of them got home at the same time, and I think that comfort and that safety just over like it literally it was so overwhelming, like a good overwhelming though. And I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for all three of them. And I love them so much. They've taught me so much about friendships that they don't even know. And I believe it's also God showing me like, hey, I know you want like new friendships and stuff, but there are also things, the relationships right here now where y'all need each other. And I need you to cultivate that too. There it is. Okay. Yeah. But yes, you have to compartmentalize friendships, and you have to just ask yourself, what do you want out of your friendships? And are there, as tough as this may sound, are there any friendships that you just simply don't need? Like, are there people who are just yes men around you? Are there people who are just, they're just there to benefit off of you? And just take like a little, just vet, you gotta vet the people in your life better, because some people are there, they just taking up empty space, and they're taking up space from the people who are actually supposed to be in your life, and you're just wasting time. Like, some people, sometimes you may have to downgrade the people in your life. Some people may need an upgrade, some people may need a downgrade. There are people who you are probably calling your closest bestie, boo, bookie, that really just need to be an associate. Or instead of telling them all your deepest, darkest secrets, y'all just do for a coffee date once every 2 months. Like, some of these people that y'all are giving, that we're giving so much of our time to, they don't deserve it. Not because they're not good people, they're just probably not the right people for us, or they're not at the, or we're giving them too high of a level that they deserve in our lives. That was my mistake. That was my mistake. And once I learned how to like compartmentalize, and also like not feel bad for just some friendships just falling off at the wayside. That sounds so bad. But I mean, it's life. Some friendships, they just fall off. You just check in every now and then. But when it comes to like actually like doing things with these people, it's like, I'm okay. Not because I don't love you. I have love for you, but it's like I'm good. I'm good. I am so good. But yes, when you start to really ask yourself what you want, and ask yourself if the people that are in your life friendship wise can help serve to where you want to go in life, and even serve the person that you are now. There are some people that are in your life, they may only, this is another thing, their viewpoint of you is still at where they met you. It's still where they met you at. There we go. Had to find it again. Like, if you met some people in high school, now y'all are 32, and y'all still acting and still doing friendship like y'all were in high school. It's like, has this really gotten anywhere? Has it gotten anywhere? And there to where like you could be meeting somebody in your late 20s, 30s, and y'all actually be having, I would like to wonder, side note, I wonder what's harder, or is it equal? Having lifelong friendships and seeing those phases, or meeting somebody at like your developed frontal lobe age of like 25 and up, and cultivating that. I wonder if one is like, respectfully, you grow in both, but it's like, one, there's so much history, and sometimes I feel like that's another thing. Don't feel so, I'm all over the place, my bad, y'all. Don't feel obligated to hold on to people because of the history that you have with them. You've known them since kindergarten, but are they really supposed to be in your life? Are they really serving where you're trying to go? Are they adding to what you want to do? At the end of the day, I think you shouldn't, but you also should take advantage of people. There are certain skills that the people in your life possess, and that you possess for them, that we're both supposed to utilize in each other so we can be better. Are the people that are in your life, as far as the friendships that you actually want to cultivate and that mean something to you, is it a give and take that's mutually beneficial? I may be creative. My other friend may be very strategic. Sometimes in my creativity, it causes me to be I'm everywhere. But if I have him, or if I have her, and they're more strategic, and I just need to sit down and think about it for a minute, I know I can call them to help me with that. Compared to having somebody that's, I should really start thinking. I was going to say somebody that's an airhead, but compared to somebody who doesn't have anything to offer that would compliment me and me them. There we go. I'm trying to find ways to say things to make it sound more nice, but sometimes you can't say stuff nice. It's what it is. But yeah, I think friendship and even relationships is just, it's a mutual exchange. And sometimes you have to ask yourself, is this benefiting me? Not because I'm trying to leech off of this person, but is this benefiting me in a way where they can serve me and I can serve them? Because and even too, you have to ask yourself, are you a good friend? Am I bringing something to the table for this person? Am I a benefit to them and their life? And when you ask yourself that, and just like as you continue to learn yourself, you learn the type of people that you want in your life, and you learn the type of people that you shouldn't have had, or you've had too long, or the type of people that you want to come into your life. So that's the friendship department. Don't put so much pressure on friendships. Don't try to make this level 1 friendship be a level 5 when they're supposed to be level 1. And there's some level 1 friendships that should be level 5, but you're downplaying what it should be. Don't fight it. Don't put unnecessary pressure on it. Learn how and when to promote and demote people. Understand that with friendships, we all have a life, especially if you're in your 20s too. But even like for those of y'all that are in college, and even if some of y'all listening in high school, do I have any high schoolers listening? That would be interesting. But just like because I feel like when you get into college and like early 20s and stuff, that's when like I said, the proximity of seeing people on a day-to-day basis, it lessens. So you have to be more intentional. So be intentional, compartmentalize the friendships, and put people where they respectfully should go. That saves you trouble. That saves them trouble. Be able to communicate when you need to show up for people. Communicate how you can better show up for people. Ask your friends. That's what I need to do too. I need to ask them, like, how can I be a better friend? And tell them how they can be a better friend. Ask your friends that. And I know it can be uncomfortable, because especially when the friendships that have been like from high school and on, because you're so used to it's giddy. It's all giddy. Like, they're rarely, and it's case to case, but there are rarely like serious conversations and stuff like that. But when you get into adulthood, like, those things come because life gets more serious the older you get, in the sense of having to delegate time, relationships, the things you want to do personally, and the things that you have going on. So yeah, just take the pressure off of it. Like I said, how do you make friends? Let it happen organically. The rest is pending. I'll get back to you. And be yourself. Don't feel like you have to put on or do this and this and this to be able to make friends. If they don't want to be around you as yourself, or with what you're comfortable to give in that moment, until you feel safe enough to express yourself and to be like goofy and comfortable, chuck up the deuces and just keep it pushing. And the friendships that you need to let go, let them go. Some of them may fall at the wayside. Some of them may require a conversation. Some of them may require, I was going to say closure, but I hate that word. Some of them may not require closure. For the things that don't require closure, don't go trying to get it. Oof, I may need to talk about that in the episode. Closure. Interesting. But yes, and no, don't feel bad for putting friendships where they're supposed to go. You have brunch friends, you have best friends, you have close friends, you have friends, you have, hey, bye, Sorry, I couldn't help that one. But yeah, and unless it's constructive, don't listen to everything you even hear on the internet about friendships. Do what works for y'all and communicate. And I really want to do another episode talking about, I say episode, really country episode. Interesting. But I really would like to do another episode with different guests talking about friendships, because I do believe that's an aspect where we could just as a whole be better. Like, we need help relationally. Romantically, of course, I can try to give y'all something romantically. I haven't entered that realm yet, but friendship wise, like friendship and relationally, that's where we need work, because there's so many different outside factors and a lot of people with microphones, like I said, who shouldn't. We need more efficient, effective, and real conversations around friendships and relationships that don't revolve around what social media says. So I got long-winded. For those who are hoping for new friendships. They will come. Don't force it. They will come. God is sending you people that will compliment you, that will correct you, because you do need those friendships too. It may hurt, but it's necessary. It's necessary. My best friend and my sister, I'm starting to itch. They correct me, and they have told me about myself, but it in the long run, you see I'm stuttering. It's helped me develop a deeper appreciation for them. But yeah, people that will compliment you, correct you, people you can have fun with, people you can pray with, pray for, they pray for you, people where it's mutually beneficial, people where they'll help you propel in your next level, and you them, and that you can learn how to be a better friend to them. For the people who already have those friendships, and you believe like you already, and feel that you already have your tribe, cultivate those relationships. Ask them how you can be a better friend. Tell them how they can be a better friend. And for those people who just, you're good right now, find what it is that you love. Still ask yourself the type of people that you would want to be around for when you do come out of that period or season of isolation, because sometimes you're just not supposed to be around people. Or God just has you in a place where you're by yourself for a certain reason. Or where you just may not want any friends, then you're just taking some time for yourself. Ask yourself the necessary questions to where when you come into a place where you're ready for those relationships and to cultivate them, you'll know what you're looking for and what you'll allow. Don't allow everybody to come into your life, and don't give everybody unnecessary access or more access to you than they should have. There are certain people who are supposed to get close to you. There's some people who are supposed to be at an arm's length, and there are some people who are supposed to be down the street. Keep them there. Stop going down there to get people that's supposed to be down the street and giving them close access to you, and you wondering why your heart getting ran over. Your heart getting ran over because they were supposed to stay on the other side of the train tracks at the end of the street. I'm done. Yeah, the friendships, a delicate topic, a growing topic, a topic that needs more discussion around it. And if it's one thing we're going to do at Mindfull Moments, we're going to do our best to bring that to y'all. Yeah. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, and I hope y'all can take some good stuff away from it. I'll be your friend. I may not be able to be your close friend, but I hope I'm at least a friend that you can listen to. I hope I can be your podcast friend. How about that? All right. I love y'all, and I hope y'all have a great week. Check on your friends today. I pray that your friends check on you. I pray that you make a new friend today. I pray that you make a new friend at work, a new friend at the gym. Keep them where they're supposed to be at. But I pray that y'all just have a good day, and I love y'all, and don't put too much pressure on yourself or them friendships. Keep people where they're supposed to be. Take care of yourself. Ask yourself what it is that you want, what you don't want. Ask yourself if this person is a high and by, and if this person is a no-no, and if this person is a bestie, and if this person, you get what I'm saying. All right. I'm done, y'all. I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next episode. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Mindfull Moments. I want y'all to remember this. Take it one step at a time. Know that you're capable. Know that you're worth it. Be intentional and know that everything you need to accomplish the things you want is already inside of you. But look, y'all, the podcast doesn't end here, okay? Be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at O_Jada. That's O with 3 H's _JADA. You can see the visuals from past episodes and segments, and maybe even some teasers for upcoming episodes. And be sure to follow and like Mindfull Moments on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, and even Google Podcasts. And as you go through your day, remember to be mindful of today in hopes for a better tomorrow. I'll see you in the next episode.